Welcome! Today I'm going to be live commentating the women's skeet final in the Tokyo Olympics. So this is going to be a super exciting and highly competitive final. So I am very excited to talk to you guys today and see how it goes. So what I'm doing. So if you are in the US, you can go to the NBC Olympics website. So the NBC Olympics website will give you the live video. Of course, I cannot show it here because that would be a copyright violation. If you are not in the US, you can go to the Olympics.com, and in the Olympics.com, you are going to be able to find the live scores. It won't have video, but it will have the scores, so it will be very good. They just finished introducing the athletes. There are 6 athletes in the skeet final. If you're not very familiar with skeet, I just want to tell you how the skeet final works a little bit, and then we will continue and I'll tell you a little bit about each of the 6 athletes, including Amber English, who is our representative from the USA, and that is who I'm rooting for. We're going to be cheering her on in this final. So, what happens? These athletes have shot over 2 days. They have shot 125 shots. So the first day they shoot 75 shots, which is 3 rounds of 25, and then today they shot 2 more rounds of 25, and now we are into the final. So in those original rounds of 25, there are 8 different stations, and in ski, the clays are flying from high and low houses, and there are stations all around the field where they have to shoot a shot from the high and from the low house at each station. And if you guys don't know, the clays are about this big and they're flying at about 65 miles per hour, which is as fast as a cheetah. So often when I watch these videos, I can't even see when the target goes by because it's literally flying that fast. These athletes have to work really hard and train a long amount of time to get here. So in the final, what happens is they shoot doubles from stations 3, 4, and 5. They go through that twice, and then the lowest ranking finalist is eliminated in 6th place. Then they again shoot doubles from stations 3, 4, and 5, and then they kick out 5th place. And then again, doubles through stations 3, 4, and 5. So if you end up being the gold or silver medalist, you're gonna shoot 60 shots total in this final. And here's what's really important to note. Even though the scores start at 0 beforehand, before the final starts, the scores start at 0. The bib numbers, aka which number they qualify in, matters for ties. So unless you are tied for 1st or 2nd, if you're going to get eliminated and there's a tie, it's not a shoot-off, it goes by your qualification score. They do this for a few reasons. One of the reasons they do this is because it's really competitive. Vincent Hancock in men's ski earlier had 100 straight hits. So if you're gonna go have a shoot-off and all of a sudden people are shooting 100 shots to get eliminated, obviously that's not really gonna work. So what they do is they have the qualification scores count for kind of the ranking bib numbers that you start with, and then they do the eliminations based on that. Okay, so again, if you're in the top 2 and there's going to be an elimination, they will do a shoot-off, and that can go for a very long time. So yeah, hopefully everyone has it pulled up. Let's talk about our 6 athletes today, who are some incredibly impressive athletes. I think this is going to be an extremely competitive final. And buckle up, because after this, we're probably going to go right into the men's final, so it's going to be really exciting. So, qualifying with 1st place today, she actually shot a 124 out of 125, which is a qualification world record, Olympic record, amazing, is Wei Meng from China. She's 32 years old. She actually came 4th place in the Rio Olympics 5 years ago, so she is definitely on the hunt for a medal today. Qualifying in 2nd place, we have Diana Bokosi. She is 38 years old from Italy. She represents our oldest finalist today, and she is actually the reigning Olympic champion. So in Rio, she won gold in this event, and she is definitely looking to repeat that. Of course, how could you not be? and she's going to be cheered on at home by her son. So super exciting. Of course, all the athletes are so sad that their families can't be there, but I'm sure every single one of them has a great support system cheering them on at home. So in third place, Amber English. Amber is 31. She's from the USA. That's who I'm cheering for. She actually lives in Georgia, where she trains at the AMU, the Army Marksmanship Unit. So she is a member of WCAP, the World Class Athlete Program, and is very successful. So 6-time World Cup medalist. She tried out for the 2012 and 2016 Olympics and was right on the verge. The US has such a strong skeet team. Anyway, a year and a half ago, right before COVID hit, she made it, and she is definitely going to be looking to have a great final today. Fingers crossed for her for sure. And to be noted, her father was actually a world champion in running target multiple times, so big shooting family there. All right, in fourth place, I'm gonna butcher this name, and I am so sorry. It is Asarapa Imprasirtisuk. Sorry about that. This athlete is from Thailand. She is 26. She represents our youngest finalist in this final. She actually shoots for the Army in Thailand, just like Amber shoots for the Army in the USA. That's a very common way to fund athletes in Olympic sports in many countries all over the world, especially in Europe. And she actually started shooting at 11 years old. So 15 years ago, she started shooting, and she's kind of a surprise to make the finals. There were a few people who did not make the finals who were kind of expected to. If you guys don't know, Amber Jo Hill from Great Britain actually tested positive for COVID less than a week ago. So she is not competing. Heartbreaking story. And she has had a very successful year so far, especially at the World Cup in India. So she was definitely going to be one. And I believe she made the finals in Rio last year. So she was definitely going to be one that was going to be a contender for the finals and could not compete. We also have Kim Rhodey, who unfortunately did not qualify and was an alternate for the US. That's just kind of how the US system works. It kind of comes down to one match, and it just doesn't always work out. I'm an alternate too this year, and it hurts, but it's also a privilege to train and prepare anyway, just in case anything happens, and to cheer on your teammates from home. So, of course, Kim, as a 6-time Olympian and 6-time medalist, was of course favorited to medal at this games, so missing her. And we're also missing Austin Smith from the USA, who actually won gold at a World Cup like less than 2 months ago, and was one of the highly contested athletes to be in this final. So, but we will continue on. We have 2 more athletes to introduce. We have Nadine Messerschmitt from Germany. She is 27 years old, and in the World Cup in Croatia just a month ago, she came in 4th place. The World Cup right before COVID hit, going into the Olympic year, she actually won. I think that was in like January or February of last year. So definitely has been prepared for a while and is prepared now. And she has a daughter at home cheering her on, Mara. And our final athlete, Natalia Vinogradova. She is 28, she's from Russia, and she has had some good results this year. So in the last 2 World Cups this year, she came in 7th and 8th place. So definitely looking to, that's really close to being in the finals in 6th place. So definitely got something to prove here. So, all right, I'm just going to reload my page because that's not working. All right, so they are shooting, so we are going to talk about it. Now, the finals, just like all the shotgun events, are scored on a hit or miss basis. So you don't have to hit the target a certain amount, you just have to hit the littlest bit of it. So again, 60 shots, and they're going to shoot doubles from stations 3, 4, and 5. then they're going to repeat that again. So right now, we're only a few minutes into this final, but it goes very fast. And so far, we have a tie for first place between our Italian athlete, Diana Bokosi, and our American athlete. Let's go, Amber. So they're tied. They both are clean. 10 straight hits. Then we have the next three who are all also tied with 9 hits apiece out of 10. And then following it up are our last qualifying athlete, Natalia from Russia, has 8 hits. So she is on the bubble. She will be looking to have a very strong next few shots, and honestly crossing her fingers that someone else doesn't get a hit, because I feel like in skeet that's just kind of how you have to do it. So yes, they are going up. As you can see, like I said, the targets are moving so fast. So if you have this on video right now, you will see that you can't even see the targets because they fly so fast. In the finals, the clay targets are actually set with like a special orange powder so that when they break, you can see them a little bit more, which is super cool for the audience and very spectator friendly. So unfortunately how this works with the live streams lags a little bit behind the scores, so I'm gonna try to commentate from the scores and keep that up because that is a little more accurate and live in real time, but there's no ads, things like that. But I'll be keeping an eye on the live stream just to see kind of the athlete's body language, how they're reacting, whether they look calm or nervous. Of course, they're all going to be nervous. I don't think anybody in any sport makes an Olympic final and they're not nervous. And that's a good thing because that means it was meaningful to you and you're excited to be here. And nerves actually can help performance a lot. I think people think nerves mean you're unprepared, and I would disagree. I think nerves means your body is saying, let's go, let's do this. So pretty exciting. As you can see, they load 2 shots at a time. They shoot as the clays fly from the high and low house. They shoot both of them. And we are waiting. Amber is about to shoot. Again, she has 10 straight, so she's about to shoot again. And so far, hopefully she hits these, the 2 sets of doubles, that is. So far, she is the only athlete who is clean. So she will be looking, okay, 2 hits for her. That should help her in 2 more shots, hopefully take the lead. Obviously, it's easier to be in the lead from the very beginning, and you do not have to be kind of digging yourself out of a hole, I would say. So she will try to do that. She will try to be strong and consistent from the very beginning. So the world record for a final is actually 59 hits out of 60 hits. Because the finals changed between 2016 and 2021, whoever wins today will shoot an Olympic record. So it doesn't matter what they shoot, it will be an Olympic record from our winner. So watching Amber shoot a little bit, she looks focused. Honestly, she looks very focused. I love their vest with the giant American flag on the back. You have to respect that. Okay, so she hits the next 2. So Amber has taken over first place. She has 14 hits out of 14 shots. So we will continue to look for good consistency from her. And we are continuing. We've had our first elimination in 6th place, and this final is going to move so fast after this. So, it's just so cool to watch. It's so cool to watch the powder break. If you are in the US, like I said earlier, make sure to tune in on the NBC website for the live video stream. I can't show it to you because of copyright issues, but I am watching it. If you are not in the US, or you are in the US and you'd like to pull it up additionally, go to the Olympics.com website, and that will have the live scores for shooting. So as you can see, there's no video. Ooh, as you can see, there's no video. It just shows the hits and misses. So that will be your most up-to-date information. The video lags behind a little bit. Yes, so continuing on, like I said, we're about to have our first elimination. Natalia, our Russian athlete, is unfortunately on the bubble. However, Nadine, who just shot, missed 2. So there is going to be some tight competition here. That being said, there is no shoot-offs. Remember, it goes by the bib numbers, which is your lowest, or it's your ranking from the qualification. So if you qualify in first, your bib number is 1. If you qualify in 6th place, your bib number is 6. So the person who has the higher bib number, if there is a tie, is eliminated first. So as you can see, these athletes are walking around right now, and it looks absolutely beautiful. From what I've heard, it's a little bit hot there. As you can imagine, Tokyo in the summer can get very hot and humid. So, right, Amber just had her first miss on shot 15. So we will look to see if she can bounce back from that with some strong hits. And she is still in first place. So that is the good news. She is actually tied for first with Diana Bokosi, but we have a long way to go. Like we've talked about before, these athletes are going to shoot 60 total shots. So everyone is shooting right now. And as you can see, they are kind of in the middle of the field, which means they are on station 4. If you don't know how the stations work, basically there's one on the far left by the high house, one on the far right by the low house, one in the very middle, and then 5 more that go kind of on like in a circle, basically, like a semicircle. So I'm not very good at shooting skeet. I've shot skeet and trap before, but what I find is shotgun shooters don't translate very well to completely stationary targets, and rifle and pistol shooters who shoot stationary targets don't translate well to targets that are flying at literally the speed of a cheetah. So it's just hard. It trains completely different skills. And you also find that certain personality types gravitate towards each discipline, which is kind of fun. So they are continuing shooting right now. All 6 of our athletes have shot that shot, and we will see what happens. So they are 16 shots in of the 60 shots. And right now we still have that tie for first, and we also have a tie for third. So that tie for third is between Wei Meng from China and our shooter from Thailand, who is Asarapa Impresiturksik. All right, so again, Natalia from Russia is on the bubble. She will be looking for a very strong, all right. So our athlete Wei Meng from China just shot. Right now she is at a total of 17, but she missed her last target. So we are going to see how this final progresses. When this final started, we actually left the men. They were doing a very intense 6-way shoot-off for 3 spots in the final. Unfortunately, Vinny Hancock was in that shoot-off, and thankfully he made it. So he actually made it in 4th place. His bib number is 4, which is as good as you could hope for being in a 6-way shoot-off. So we are going to do that event in about 40 minutes from now, after the women's final is over. I will be live commentating that, and we will be rooting for him. But anyway, back to the women. So Diana Bokosi is shooting a few more shots, and then Amber is up next. So It's actually kind of a mental game where in rifle or pistol shooting, everyone's shooting at once. Whereas in skeet shooting, someone shoots and then everybody else is waiting. So it's definitely a game of control, mental and emotional control, just like all the shooting sports are, and I think that's why we love them, of course. So, all right, Amber is shooting right now. She just had some very good hits. She's going to look for a few more that will propel her up the leaderboard, hopefully into first place, and we hope she remains there. Yesterday, Will Shaner from the USA won the very first gold medal in men's air rifle event, which was amazing. Don't know if you guys saw that live commentary on my YouTube page from yesterday. Definitely worth watching. So, Amber finished her round. She is now in a tie for first with Diana Bokosi. And we will go through our next few athletes. Amber looks very focused. Every time I've seen her on the video feed, she's been looking downrange, right? Even though there's no spectators, family, friends, there are a lot of people there still. So a lot of other competitors, teammates from the USA, coaches, of course. But you really need to be locked in downrange at the targets. You know, I feel like most of the shotgun shooters I know, even when they're not shooting, they're watching the birds, right? They're not watching to see if other people hit. They're watching those clays to kind of reinforce the tracking that has to go on. So yes, we are now, okay, very nice round from Nadine. She had hits on all of those. Love to see it. So, and so did our Russian athlete, Natalia. So there is a kind of three-way tie at the bottom on 17 shots. However, the bib numbers will break that as soon as it is time for a shoot-off. So like I said, these clays have special powder in them that is used specifically for the finals, so you can really see them when they blow up. So if you are watching on here, that's the NBC live stream for people who have just joined us. You can really see whether the athletes hit or not. All right, so now they're going to take a bit of a break, and they have the first elimination, if I am not mistaken. It's kind of hard to follow without the sound, to be honest. So in 6th place, we're going to say goodbye to Natalia, our Russian athlete. So what we're going to do now is we're going to shoot again from stations 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to shoot doubles from stations 3, 4, and 5. Instead of doing that twice through, we're only going to do that once through, however. So we will do that, and then we will look to say goodbye to our 5th place finisher. So right now in 5th place, we have Nadine Messerschmitt. And she is on 17 hits, whereas our leader is on 19 hits. So Wei Meng shoots first in the round because of her bib number, so it doesn't matter who's in the lead for the final. The order of shooting goes by the bib numbers. So she just shot first and had a bunch of hits. Diana Bokosi from Italy is shooting now, and Amber is in the wings waiting to shoot. So I've heard so far it is a well-run event. Of course, the atmosphere is very different from other Olympics because of COVID, but it looks like the Olympic Village is beautiful, as well as the shooting venue. I love the bright purple and pinks in the shooting venue. All right, and Amber is shooting now. 2 hits on her first set, and we're gonna go again. Okay, super exciting. And these athletes practice a lot. So Amber is stationed at the Army Marksmanship Unit in Fort Benning, Georgia, but she's a member of the World Class Athlete Program. And what that means is this is their job, to practice, to train, to compete, to represent the USA on the international scale. So they do this hours and hours and hours every day, and that's what it takes. So I actually had a coach in high school. As you guys know, I am a rifle shooter, and I shot a lot of rifle. Okay, 2 more hits for Amber. She is currently tied for first in the fact that they both have 23s, but 23 hits out of 25 hits. However, with the bib numbers, she's actually in second, if that makes sense. So, my coach in high school, anytime I would get bored of rifle, he would say, nope, we're not burning out, we're not getting bored, we're gonna go shoot something else. So he would take me and we would shoot pistols, or we would shoot muzzleloader, or we would go shoot shotguns. So that's where I learned to shoot shotgun, both skeet and trap. And they say that skeet is hard to learn, but trap is hard to master, which I think is so funny. I don't know if that's true, but that's what he always told me. So we'll have to check with Amber after her match and see if she thinks that's true. So, all right. So they have all gone through right now at station 3. So now we're gonna do station 4. And we are waiting to see how these athletes do. They will keep going. This is out of 60 total shots. So we are just under halfway through this final. It is actually pretty fast paced for how much flip-flopping back and forth they have to do to let the next person shoot, etc. I know that a big thing that they specialize in is actually their glasses color. So as you can see, a lot of them have safety glasses and a lot of them have different colors. So depending on the background and kind of the backdrop, how the sky is, how cloudy it is, they can actually change their lens colors to give them more contrast. So it's interesting. You can see that the Chinese athlete, Wei Meng, has kind of like an orange reddish glasses, whereas other people have a different type. So, all right. But the majority of them are shooting with some sort of warm tone orange red glasses, which makes me think that the backdrop of that shotgun field is maybe like low contrast. As you can see, it's kind of like a dark gray sky right now. And Amber has kind of dark amber colored glasses, I would call them actually. So, all right, they are shooting. We have all 5 of our athletes with hits on that. So, not too much has changed in the leaderboard. Amber English from the USA is in second place. Just to update you guys, Diana Bokosi from Italy in first place. And she is the reigning gold medalist from Rio. So I expect that is right where she wants to be. Amber English from USA is in second place, but actually tied score-wise. In third place, we have our athlete from Thailand, Isa Arapa. And in fourth place, we have Wei Meng from China. And there's just 1 point separating those guys. And after 26 targets, we are continuing on. And in fifth place, we have our German athlete, Nadine Messerschmitt. And of course, in sixth place, we said goodbye to Natalia Vinogradova from Russia. I know, I need to work on my pronunciation if I'm ever going to be a professional commentator. So, all right, these athletes are shooting right now. Diana Bokosi, our reigning Olympic champion, is shooting. Amber is queued up, waiting to go. I'm sure it is a very different atmosphere in the Olympics for them than any other match. I mean, this is a match where kind of the world's eyes are on you, but when you're in that final, you have to be completely focused on the moment, right? You cannot be thinking about, what happens if I win? What if I lose? What's so-and-so gonna think? None of those thoughts can really get into your head. You need to be mono-thought onto the target, right? And whether that's rifle, pistol, or shotgun, it does not matter. You have to be focused on that target at all times. So, all right, Amber is currently shooting. 2 more hits for her, 2 more to go. And then, okay, she had a miss on her last one, so she is right now in 2nd place. So Diana Bokosi in 1st with 29. Amber's in 2nd with 28 hits, and Wei Ming is in 3rd with 27 hits. Our shooter from Thailand is shooting right now, and she could potentially jump up, depending on how she does. Okay, she had a miss on her last shot, so she is tied for 3rd with 27 hits. And Nadine is shooting now. And she has 2 more shots, and she is on the bubble. It is likely that she will be eliminated in 5th place. So, like I said, there are a lot of supporters, including other athletes, watching these girls from home, cheering them on. And if you want to shout out who you're rooting for in the comments, I would love to see it. So, all right. So we are continuing on. As you can see, all of these athletes have earplugs. It is very loud. Earplugs are important with any type of firearm you're shooting, no matter how. A lot of people think with air rifle or air pistol you don't need earplugs. That is not true. Everyone needs earplugs. But all of the shotgun athletes are really good about wearing earplugs all the time. So, all right, so Nadine has been eliminated. Congratulations. So she gives her coach a hug. It's always interesting. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for to hear the interactions between the coaches and the athletes. I've announced this a few times on my live streams the last few days, live commentary. But I will tell you guys, in case you're listening, that I'm actually going to talk to the USA Rifle National Team coach, Dan Durbin, next month on my Instagram live. And that's going to be super exciting to kind of get the inside scoop on the Tokyo Olympics and see what the atmosphere was like, see how he noticed. We're going to talk to him about how to coach athletes individually, what some other coaches do versus his philosophy. This is not his first rodeo, so I'm excited to hear. So that'll be next month. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it is at Jenny Thrasher. It is actually at Jenny Thrasher on every social media known to man. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Clubhouse, LinkedIn, or YouTube, it's at Jenny Thrasher. All right, our athletes are back to shooting. We have some strong, so now we are back on station 3, and we're going to go through again doubles on station 3, 4, and 5. And then after our doubles on those stations, we're going to eliminate 4th place. So we have some strong starts by both our Italian and our Chinese competitors getting straight hits on those doubles. And Amber is shooting right now. First 2 hits, and waiting for the second one, waiting for the computer to reload. Amazing that technology can bring us these results in real time from literally halfway across the world. It is after midnight here in Colorado Springs where I live, but there it is about 2 or 3 in the afternoon in Japan. So, okay, Amber follows it up with 2 more hits. She must be feeling pretty confident right now. Of course, very competitive. This is not a sport where you can lose concentration at any moment. So I'm sure she is working to stay competitive and completing her rituals. Every athlete has rituals they're going to perform between every shot. So you can't often see it on the live stream because normally they only show the athletes who are shooting, right? They don't always show the athletes between their shots, but you know, probably with every single time, every single space they have between shots, you know, they are taking a certain number of breaths, saying things, you know, whatever they need to do to process those shots and then reset and refocus to the next shots. When Amber walks off the line, she looks pretty stoic, which is actually a good sign, right? A lot of emotional control, which is what you need. You can't be riding the highs and the lows in a final. You have to be pretty steady. So, all right, and we are back. All 4 of our remaining athletes had straight hits on those. So now we are going to the next station, and we are going to be shooting doubles there again. Ooh, a rare miss from Diana Bokosi, who is our reigning Olympic champion from Italy. That is going to certainly give a confidence boost to the rest of the athletes. You know, nobody is unstoppable for sure. So with that, Diana and Amber are actually tied with 34 hits. So again, because of the bib numbers, Diana has a higher bib number than Amber does. So if they are tied and there is elimination, but they're not going for the gold medal, so any 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th place elimination goes by bib numbers. Right now, those are our top 2, so likely a tie will go into a shoot-off, which could be a very long shoot-off. So, all right, we had a hit from Wei Meng from China, but a miss from our athlete from Thailand. So she is at 32 right now, 32 hits, but she's got a little bit of work to do to try to stay in this game. Otherwise, she's on the bubble in 4th place. So we are after about 40 shots right now out of 60. So we are 2/3 of the way through this final. So, all right, and now they are into station 5. So we're going to shoot doubles here, and then we will have an elimination. Like I said, our athlete from Thailand is on the bubble. Amber English currently looking very strong. She's waiting for her turn to shoot. And of course, that is who I'm rooting for. Let's go USA. So, yeah, and like I said, these athletes are a very qualified bunch. Currently, our top 3 were our top 3 from qualifications too. So there's a huge correlation between how you're shooting in qualification that day into how you're shooting in the final. Of course, it is not foolproof and nothing is guaranteed, but these athletes seem very warmed up. So they are looking intense and focused as they continue on. Diana Bokosi with some straight hits afterwards. She said, "Not today." And Wei Meng had a miss on her last shot. Amber comes through with straight hits. She has actually gone the last 10 without missing, which is pretty impressive. So her and Diana are tied for first with 38 hits. 2 hits behind is Wei Meng from China with 36. And we are waiting for our last athlete from Thailand to finish shooting before we have our eliminations. All right. And she is finished. So she finished clean. However, she is tied for 36. So because both her, Wei Meng, and our athlete from Thailand have 36 hits, but Isarapa from Thailand had a lower bib number, a lower starting qualifying score, she is going to have to sit down right now. So very impressive job, and she is now taking 4th place in the Olympics. Obviously, that is a hard place to take because you want a medal, right? And to be that close, I think 4th and 7th, so right on the edge of medal contention, and also right on the edge of finals contention, are some of the hardest spots to come in. But hopefully, as our youngest athlete there at 26, she is happy. Looks like she has a big smile on her face walking off the field. So amazing to see. You know, you just want every athlete to kind of have their best performance. And if each athlete has their best performance, of course someone's going to win, someone's going to lose, but to feel like you did the best you could do that day, you can leave satisfied no matter what place you're in. Hungry for more, of course, but, you know, satisfied that you truly gave it your best effort. So, all right, and we are back on station 3. So we're going to run one more time through, and then we're going to have our elimination for 3rd place. Right now, we have some good shots going on. Wei Meng finished clean on this. Diana Bokosi from Italy is shooting currently. She is halfway through. And then Amber English. So there is only 3 athletes left remaining. All of them will medal, which means China, Italy, and USA will have a medal. We are just fighting right now to see what colors they are. So hopefully they can all leave happy. So tell me what you think is going to happen in the comments. I personally think there's going to be a big shoot-off for 1st place. Do you think Diana Bokosi, the reigning champion, is going to win? Wei Meng, who came in 4th place in Rio, is going to get a medal, which I just feel like that's such a great story to kind of have a little bit of redemption. I don't want to call it that because 4th place is so respectable. I mean, these athletes are doing things that are so impressive. Yes. All right. Amber English goes clean. She has officially taken 1st place. She has 42 hits, followed closely by Diana Bokosi at 41, followed by Wei Meng at 40. So we are working right now to see who our 3rd place elimination is going to be. Wei Meng's gonna try to be clean for the rest of the time and hope that someone else isn't, honestly. So we will keep going. Again, our athletes look stoic. They look very calm and controlled, especially Amber. She looks like this is so habitual to her. You know, the way she walks between stations, the way she kind of comes off the line with a, you know, a very controlled facial expressions and body language, you know, that is a sign that her inner experience, the thoughts going on in her head, are controlled, and therefore she has control over her outer experience. So, all right, and shooting again. So now we are on station 4, shooting, and Amber, Diana, and Wei Meng from China all had hits. So that is good. And we are soon going to be going to station 5. And as we enter station 5, we are going to look for our 3rd place elimination. This is going to be our bronze medal. Right now, it is looking to be China. In men's air rifle yesterday, China actually won the silver and the bronze medal. They have had a very successful Olympics so far. They actually won the gold medal in women's air rifle too. So very successful Olympics so far for China. And we will see what happens. So yes, they're on station 5 right now. Wei Meng with a very nice series going so far. She has gotten the last 10 shots completely clean. And now the next 2, Amber and Diana, are going to shoot. So as they shoot and we wait for their scores, let me know what you think is going to happen. And I think that this has been a pretty exciting final so far. I'm very happy to have another guaranteed medal by the USA. So congrats to Amber in advance, even though we don't know what color it'll be yet. And we will be rooting for Vinny in the men's final. So stick around. I'm going to stop this live stream, start another live stream for the men's final, which will be starting in about 15 minutes. So, or whenever this is done. if we go into a shoot-off that is a very long shoot-off, then it is my impression that they will delay the men's final until the women's final is done. They do this for a few reasons. Number one, it should be on the same field. And number two, it's all the same fans, right? They all want to watch the men's and the women's finals. So that is what will happen. All right, Amber had a miss on her last shot. So her and Diana are tied at 47 hits, and Wei Meng had 46 hits. So we are going to say goodbye to her in third place. Congratulations. In Rio, she came in fourth, and now she's walking home with a bronze medal. All right, so pretty exciting final so far. 47 hits for both our first and second place athletes. We're going to go back to station 3. We're going to do another round of doubles on stations 3, 4, and 5, and then we will see what happens. So if there is a tie at the end of that, we will go into a shoot-off shots. If there is not a tie, we will know our second and first place medalists. Either way, super exciting. So Wei Meng is walking off. She has a smile on her face. She looks really happy, and she should be. She just won a medal in the Olympics. So, all right, taking a seat to watch the rest of the action. All right. Now, they are back on station 3. We only have 2 athletes left. The time between each time you have to shoot is now shorter. And I feel like your process of resetting all has to get more efficient, right? At the same time, you have less time to get distracted by any potential external events. So it'll be interesting what happens after that. All right, we are shooting. So Diana had a miss in her first pair of doubles. So Amber will try to capitalize on this opportunity. And let's see what happens. 2 hits on her first. And as we're waiting for these scores, this is a super, okay, scores are up. All right, Amber had 2 hits. She is now in first place. So she has 51 hits compared to Diana Bokosi in second place, who has 50 hits. So they are now moving from station 3 to station 4, where they're going to shoot. And then we are going to go to station 5. So as we wait, we will see what happens. But basically, if Amber can stay clean, she will win, regardless of what Diana Bokosi shoots. So this is a difficult situation for both of them to be in, honestly, because as as the second place, down by 1 point, you really feel a lot of pressure to be clean and try to capitalize on any opportunity there is. But as the first place, you really want to stay clean, right? And not even give them the chance. So we have finished on station 4. Diana had another miss. Amber had 2 hits. So right now the total is 53 for Amber English and 51 for Diana Bokosi. And going into station 5, the last station, we have 2 sets of doubles left, and then we will know our winner. So, all right, this is a super exciting time. And, okay. Oh, okay, all right. So, Diana has 2 hits on our first 2. She's going to shoot her next 2 now, and then Amber will shoot afterwards. So she kind of has the pressure of knowing what happens. And if you guys don't know, there are judges there that make sure that each hit is a hit. You can protest if you believe you were called wrong. There are penalties if you protest and they are not right. Okay, Amber with 2 hits. So Diana's at 55. Amber is also at 55, but she has 2 shots left. So if she simply makes one of these 2 shots, she will just have won the Olympics. This is so exciting. We're about to have, okay, Amber did it. She shot 1 and then she missed her last shot. but it didn't matter. She just won the Olympics. So the USA with a second gold medal in as many days. This is so exciting. Congrats to her, 31-year-old, living at Fort Benning, Georgia, and competing in her very first Olympics for women's skeet, and now has an Olympic gold medal. She also has the Olympic record in finals with 56 hits. So yeah, wow, I can't even believe it. Let's hope to, okay, I'm watching her celebration right now. Oh, it's really, you guys should go pull this video up. So her and Diana, great show of sportsmanship, shaking hands, saying words to each other. Amber looks very emotional, as you should be, right? I mean, just winning the Olympics, shaking the hands of the other competitors. Oh, and there is her coach. So, yes, the shotgun coach, Jay Waldron. Amber is just overwhelmed. You can see, just very happy. You also feel a little bit of relief in that moment, to be honest. You've worked so hard and you finally accomplished your goal. So anyway, they're going to take some photos now with their guns, and then they'll probably say something like 7 minutes and then the podium ceremony. So you have 7 minutes to change, comb your hair, whatever, and then she will get on the podium and hear the national anthem and watch the American flag be raised, which obviously is a moment you will never forget. So, oh, some very happy tears from Amber. That's wonderful to see the display of emotions. Sometimes in shooting, the medalists aren't super emotional. I know I wasn't. I was all smiles. Diana Bokosi looking happy. Of course, I'm sure she would have loved to repeat as a gold medalist, but honestly, to have 2 Olympic medals is just amazing. Just a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So I see some USA teammates cheering her on, especially the trap athletes. They have a big American flag. All right, and Amber is holding her gun up, all smiles, and the podium ceremony is going to be very soon. So, all right, everyone, thanks for joining me. If you are interested in watching the men's skeet final and cheering on Vincent Hancock from the USA, 2-time Olympic champion, looking to make it 3 today, join me in my next YouTube Live, which will be going on very shortly. Bye.